The final step then is to get my cameras. So I want to duplicate this. I want a camera here. And I want a camera over here. Just because it looks cool to have that. And then also, I think I'm going to have another duplicate. I want this to be back here where the parking is. Because if the crooks are coming, they're coming back here, right? So I think realistically, you would want a camera to be kind of over here to watch your unloading area. Kind of more role-playing that right now. And then are the criminals going to come this way, or they might come around this corner? So if I put the camera back here for now, it's possible that I'll see them rounding this corner. If they don't, then I'll certainly see them rounding this corner. Either way, the camera's going to see them very fast, and they're not even going to get to the front door at this point. Okay, that seems good. If I want to get rid of this warning, then I need to give access to this area. And probably, I'm not sure where that will be. So for the moment, we can just kind of put a little, we're probably going to remove it anyway. So we'll just put a little opening there for now. Guys, the building, the front of the building is done. I feel very good about that. Obviously, loads of things we can do to expand now. And then this is not even going up yet, right? This is the first floor. Really digging that. My team down here has spent the last hour doing nothing. Isn't that fun? So let's give them some contract work to do. This one is hardware. Never mind. This one is a physical motor for 828. If you do only this, I think, yeah, if you do only that, we're in great shape. And I might actually have, because we're mostly just fixing bugs in Image Shop right now, I think I can assign core to this too to help them push forward on that just a little bit more. We failed the frickin' fire thing again. Where is it? View. Where is it? It's my new room. I remade it, and I apparently took something out. The sprinkler's here, but I guess the fire alarm used to be over here, and then when I removed all the... Yeah, when I moved all the stuff, it's not there anymore. Okay, fine. We want to go for the fire alarm there, I guess. Now we're compliant. All right, fine. $2,600 fine. That's not too bad. It could be worse, but all right. I keep failing my fire inspections. It's like I make changes right before the inspection day, you know? I guess it's good to just know that we're compliant like right away instead of lingering for 6 months and at fire risk, right? What if a fire breaks out? I didn't have it. It's fine. Visitor looking to strike a deal with your company went home due to the condition of your waiting room. So the condition of the waiting room is apparently bad. Do we not have enough stuff in here? Maybe I need the waiting room to be way better. Let's take a little bit of time here and do the waiting room here. So reception, we want to have some floor plants. I think we can add some like maybe, let's maybe add one like on the side here. And another one can go on the side over here. And then we have some on the corners already. So there's plenty of plants. I don't think there's much I can do with that right now. Company logo could be a cool thing to have in the background maybe. We have put the company logo. Because I have to place it up against a wall. Thought I was. I guess the founder's in the way, isn't he? Fine. We'll move this picture. Security doesn't have the founder, right? We need a picture for the of the founder for security room. Where about this area? Can we go? Where am I putting this? In the hallways? I guess we could line the hallways with pictures. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And then the founder can go right here. Yep. And then also we need to duplicate this and make sure that security knows that I'm watching them. And then we're going to also go ahead and have our logo in the back right over here. It helps with the environment big time. Yeah, right in the back. There we go. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's the first time I've seen the logo in the game. Other than that, it was like, it's kind of pointless to have it over here, but that's neat. I like that. All right, these help comfort. These help environment. So I'm actually thinking what I'll do is we're going to select all this furniture and we're going to swap it for the leather sofas here. And room boost is bad, but the comfort, the environment all goes up. So now we got these big sofas. All right. And then I kind of want to change what they look like, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me do that. Yeah, I have no way of adjusting the colors of this one. So I guess they just stay leather, which doesn't really work with the feng shui. Is that the right way to say it? The vibe, the feng shui of the room is off. I guess it's okay. It's fine. But my waiting room should have a lot better environment score now. I could also add a better environment score by putting these rugs underneath the couches. So you could do something like this. And then also kind of do space is already occupied. Space is already occupied. There we go. Almost. And we are good. This is a little bit forward. I almost want to take these couches. By almost, I mean I do. And just kind of scoot them back just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, my waiting room is much better now. So we have a couple of deals that have popped up for us, right? So if I take a look at this, I have a couple of deals. This is a design for a house builder. So it's a game, right? By Caprinia Game. I don't know. These guys are probably going out of business anyway. And then we have the design for Neo Geo AES 6. What a mouthful that is, by Game Park. So this is an operating system. They're probably going out of business too, because they can't even like say their name fluidly. Rapid 7 is making Vault Warden 6, and this is a print job. So the print job, they're going to pay us 36 cents per copy, and I need to print 82,000 of them by May 1983. I think I can do that, but I have to make sure I can do that. So each one of these, right, can do, it's 20 cents per copy, and each one of these can do 18,000 copies per month. Okay. 18,000 copies per month. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that job. So we're going to go like this. We're being paid 36 cents per copy. I can't place that there. I can do this one in that spot. That actually cost me extra money. The problem with this position is that it doesn't hit. Like, it's only going to print to this one, but I think it's okay. So these are all these printers, okay? We already paid for them before, and eventually we can upgrade them in this tiny little print room, which we're totally gonna upgrade and have a different room later, but this is what we've got. So each one of these can print that. So now the job should begin. There they go, they are running. And they're gonna print, the next one prints in 70 minutes. And we can see what that deal is all about. So now this stuff here can just passively make us some revenue. And our current capacity is 162,000 copies per month is what we can make. The goal is 82,000 copies by May. So we should be able to crank these out like for them now. We don't even have to wait to May. So that's a great printing job. We're going to get our reputation up as a printer. And then also our printers can print our products now as well. So this is a good test for that. So if we go like this, we just let the time run a little bit. There's the boxes. So we are printing this. Now, in order to deliver these to the customer, we need deliveries, right? And these two spaces here are reserved for deliveries. Initially, we're going to start with just having a courier come and pick them up. This is $2,000 per month. It's expensive, but it's not as expensive as calling this courier. This is $500 up front, but then he's going to charge me $125 per box. If we have a lot of boxes, that could get very expensive very quickly, right? So basically 54 boxes per month for permanent hires, but this guy can pick up everything, right? So that's the difference. If you call this guy, you're going to pay $500 and then $125 per box, and he can pick up the entire load. But this guy is $2,000 a month, but he only picks up 54 boxes. So there's like a balance to keep there. But we got all this stuff, and as we fill this area up, if we get too much there and it overflows, it will then start going onto the pallets, which will then go to the next pallet, which will then go to the next pallet, etc., as we fill up our warehouse. And that way, maybe we call our courier. So let's say we call our courier. Now we're going to hire one to come by. And let's say he comes by at midnight every night. Okay, so he's going to come by at midnight and pick up this box. And then I'm probably going to want another one because we're printing pretty fast for this, but it's 82,000 a month. So we only have until May. So I think I need another one actually. So let's go like this, and we'll have the next courier pick up, let's say, you know what? 12 and 12. Okay. Picks every day at 12 on both sides of the clock. he'll go ahead and pick that up. It's fine. Didn't I put vents here? I almost feel like I should put a window here instead too. This is really, really dirty. Maybe I swap to the heat pump already. Can I do that on the sidewalk side? Because it's the only side I can do it on. Other than that, I have to maybe go up. I could do atrium here and raise the roof on this. That's not too bad. And then I could put the heat pump elevated. I'd like to, if I could put the heat pump elevated, that'd be nice. Let me see, utility, heat pump here. It does let me put this on the sidewalk side, but I wouldn't want that. Like, that's like at risk for a car hitting it, you know? I would want this on the second floor up there. That'd be fine. Maybe third floor. All right, courier's picking up the boxes. And I think each pallet can hold, was it 27? What is it? Let's see, 27 boxes of copies. Yeah, 27. And then this also has a pallet on it. So this is basically 54 boxes here, 54 here, here, and here. And that's the capacity that his truck can hold. So essentially 2 pallets per van. I also love that it's got my logo on it. There we go. So that guy's going to pick up that. I think that's pretty good delivery. That works out pretty well. Fearless Games is raising the price again. 16.9% now. No, to 19.1% now on their digital distribution platform. They're going to get so expensive that I think once I get my own digital distribution set up, yeah, I'm going to be hopefully undercutting my competition with some really high quality stuff. Speaking of which, because this is in beta, I think perhaps we could get started on that. If I wanted to create a digital distribution platform, I could go in through here, and I need to have a level 1 network designer in order to do these things. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of programmers, so we could probably set this up. So tell you what we can do with my $196,000. Let's come down to the basement. And let's just see. Yeah, we're right here. So let's come down to the basement. We're going to go and add a little bit of space here, a little bit of room here. So we're going to say we have all of this room to work with on our underground. So maybe our cluster is here, but our clients, our hosting cluster, we could maybe expand it. We can start with like a little room this big and then just make it bigger as we go, right? So I'm going to have this door. We're going to pretend that this is like a super secret, like secure door, right? You got to like, only certain people have the keys for this door, that kind of thing. And then we want to have lights in here too, of course. Just regular light is fine. Probably industrial lights were more fitting. They don't help the environment, but we don't really need the environment to be good here. Where is it? Industrial, not utility. It'd be in distribution maybe. No? Oh, right here. The fluorescent lamps, yeah. $9 a month for each of these things. All right, so the really good ones that help the environment are actually cheaper. So I guess we're using that. Yeah. So we'll put one in the middle of the room. Should be enough. It's 400 lux, yep. And then same thing, real cheap on the tables and stuff. We're just gonna go 1, 2, 3. They actually don't need to be separated. We'll just get this many. And then let's go over to server. We don't have access to these ones yet until 85, but we can go like this, right? And then I love how it just doesn't look where I want it to look all the time. There we go. Okay. So we have this. We're gonna take all of these in that room, right? And we're gonna merge them together. So these are connected. Now it's a whole new server cluster, if you will. And then we're gonna go over to our servers, and I'm gonna call this one, I guess this is gonna be our distribution platform, or like, what am I calling this? I'm gonna call it, I don't know. This is Char Inc. And we're hosting, leave me names in the comments. What do you think our hosting service would be called? Maybe we'd go off of Steam, so we could say something like, I don't know, what's like goes with Steam. Like, we don't want to call it Steam, but it's Smoke. Maybe it's Smoke. That means like it's fire. We could call it Hot Hosting. I don't know. I'm gonna call it Smoke for now. And I'm sure there's a better name for it later. Maybe it's just an acronym. Maybe we can go Smoke like this. Let's not be super clever, okay? Let's just Smoke is fine. For now, we're going to call it smoke. I'll probably label it something else, but this is going to be smoke for now. Okay, and then what we want to do is if this ever gets too much, if we ever work this too much with our own products, then we want to have a fallback. And so the fallback for this is going to be smoke. That way, if ours ever overloads on our projects, we'll just start using our other stuff there. Okay. So you got another room in here. Obviously, the fire department ain't going to be none too happy with me unless I do the thing I need to do. So there plus there is really all they want. But I think we want some ventilation, and probably it's the industrial one. 346 per month. Pass. Just a tiny one is fine. Okay, so we've got that. Everything seems in order here. Let's come back up top. And I've also, because I've got extra servers now, and because I've dropped these machines down, I think that makes me a bigger target for burglary and stuff. So what I've done is I'm going to have an extra security person in here. So security now comes here at 6 p.m., which is pretty much when everyone leaves, and they're going to stay until 2. And then this person is going to come in at 12. So in the very, between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m., we actually have 2 people on site. But the point is to keep a security person here basically the entire time everybody is gone. I want to have security people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 cameras. So I'm going to need an extra one of these now. We're just going to duplicate that. That was always part of the plan. And now we have an extra thing here too. We can't monitor all the cameras at the same time, but during 12 and 2, they both will be able to go in here. So I think that's going to be great. Okay, we need to finish this. Otherwise, I'm in serious financial trouble. So I've got contracts and core both working on this. We're going to take a break from patching the bugs here, and we're going to see if we can develop it up to this line by the end of the day. Probably not, but I really need to get that done. And it doesn't look like they're quite going to be able to get there today, but man, I might turn it in early. I might. I'm taking just a break from this. It's very close. Come on, core. Not going to happen, but I think tomorrow it can definitely happen. So we'll go ahead and switch core off of this and have them focus entirely on that beta test. September is the day. We have 1,400 followers. That's better. There it is. There it is. Okay, 6:46 p.m. So they come in from here. And where are they going? They got bags in their hands already. Wow. 2 of them. Oh, and they get seen by the camera and off they go. Goodbye. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Camera's doing its job. Now, they're not in here because as soon as they see them on the camera, they go running to try and get them. So they're probably... Where's my... Yeah, security person just came out this way. Yeah. That's great. Did we already print all the copies for these guys? It looks like we did. Yeah, so we could start another printing job, can't we? Yeah. This one's paying us 36. This one's 37. I like getting paid a little bit more. By November, we could definitely do this many. Let's accept that one. Our printing capacity, right, is 162,000 per month. So ideally, we could also do this one. We're just going to need more couriers, but yeah. So we're going to get 81,000 a month here and 81,000 a month here. And as long as we can get that done, then we're in great shape. Now, the other thing we could do is do this print job. This has got to be done in May. So if we accept this print job as well, we probably focus on this one until it's done. So we can pull this one back a little bit. No, that's going to get done anyway. We're fine. Equal weight for everything is fine here. Yeah, because these deadlines are higher, so we're good. So let's let the printers do the printing thing. They're all going to be online now doing the printing thing. And I'm kind of tempted to pull this back and just add a couple more printers. But I know that in 85, I believe it is, maybe it's 90. Already forgotten, guys. It's 90. So in 90, we can upgrade these printers. Probably can't do a whole lot right now. But that will greatly increase our printing capacity. That's going to help us stay afloat. We need the job. We need the print jobs here. So 161K. And then what is going to happen? Oh, man. We lost so much cash. This job here is worth a lot, though. We're going to get paid $618,000 for completing that contract. So I'm not worried about money as long as we can get to this line today, and that's definitely going to happen. And then also this, right? So distribution platform, right? I talked about this. So let's develop this too with core. We can let them do this. And again, I don't know exactly what we're going to call it, but this server for this is going to be Smoke. So our distribution platform is here. We're going to focus on controlling our development of it on main SCM, but the distribution network itself is Smoke. And then I'm just going to call this one char host or something, right? But that's lame. I think we're going to go, I'll just call it Smoke here for now. So this is the Smoke V1. And Core is going to do this. Yep. Now we don't have that networking person. That was the thing we needed to do. So I'm going to minimize that for a second. Design document here, minimizing that for a second. And we're going to go over to hire employees. We want a designer who also goes programming, salary. We're going to focus on networking, which we cannot do yet. How come they can do it and I cannot? Probably because they have the research done, right? So there's no networking here. So I guess I can't actually have this yet. Well, I guess I can. I just can't. I guess I can't have networking features though. So like, why would that matter? Like, it's very unlikely that this is going to lead to a good thing, you know? Like, we're probably going to have, what is it? What are our bills? Our bills are this high. Let me see bills. Our electricity cost was $5,000 last month. Wasted food is $5,000. Really? Really? I guess this doesn't need to be in there. Capacity 20 out of 20. Maybe let's hold this for a second. And we'll just leave the fridge for now because this is good for, yeah, the fridge is actually the thing wasting the money, wasting food. Interesting. Tell you what we'll do. The food is being wasted here, not by the vending machine. Put the vending machine back. We put this in inventory. Slide you to here. And then put that mini fridge back. The mini fridge only helps 10 people though, right? It's 5 people. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I don't know why we had so much wasted food. Like, I need that full fridge. I have enough people for that full fridge to be. Yeah, that's got to stay. Maybe it's because of this. People are going to the vending machine and not eating their own food. Maybe let's pull this in inventory and we'll just see what happens with it, okay? See if we can save some money that way, because it's probably a little bit wasteful. Albeit, I'm certainly not optimizing my money, right? I mean, I've got all this for later that's not used yet, and I could definitely just, like, there's so much room here to expand the team. But I'm kind of treading a line right now because of this release. I really want to get this out now, so I'm going to pause on spending money, which I usually do at the end of the year just to make sure my accounting is good. Speaking of which, I'm only going to pay $140,000 for taxes, but that's at the end of this month. So most of this money is gone very quickly. But it does look like taxes will get done in time. I'm hoping it will anyway. Man, estimated fulfillment is 160% though. Oh boy, that is close. The accounting team likes to cut it really close to the chest here. I might need a third accountant. I think I'm going to do a third accountant just because I think that's got to happen now. We're going to take your desk. We're going to duplicate it. And I'm going to put this person here. Put this person here. Hungry employee can't find any food. I mean, the fridge. Fine, I guess wasted food is just a thing. I'm not sure how to prevent it. I think I don't want to say it's a new thing because I might just be wrong, but I don't remember wasted food being a thing before. Maybe it's in the trash update. There you go. It's back. You can find food now, you silly billies. More print jobs, loving that. 37 is a good one here, 139,000 for this job. If I go back to my manufacturing, I think the goal is 5168, so we're almost there. I got to deliver extra boxes though, so this is constantly cranking out. The delivery guy just came. It's at 12 and 12 every day, so he just came and delivered some. But we still have a ways to go on this. I think by the end of the month, maybe we'll have this one done, which I kind of need that prioritized and get done. And then this one, ooh, this one's going to be close. But the capacity on printing per month goes up as soon as this one's done. So I can't take any more print jobs. I'm at capacity right now. So let's just wait on that. And then we want to review this, promote this. Yeah, this is in beta now, and we finish it. So that's going to take care of my money problems. All right, successfully filed my taxes. Good job, accountants. Also, saved $26,947. I might save more money. Don't know. Might save more money if I had another accountant. So I'm just going to really quick go in and since I can't have a network person, we're going to go to service, accounting, none. Let's just choose a medium one this time. And it needs to be compatible with accounting. And maybe we'll try to remove these so that we don't have to deal with it. Let's try a capacitor. All right, so for accounting, good compatibility all across the board. This one's a slow eater. This one's a neat freak. Yeah, this is pretty good. I can also throw this person into a development team when tax season's not there. I have to like write that down as a note, but I could be like, hey, Thomas Watts, move him to another team. When tax season starts, we'll shift him in. Like say January, he joins this team. No, because this person is useful all year, right? They're saving me money on taxes all year. So let's actually order this by salary. We'll pick the cheapest person right here. Rainy days they don't like, but that's okay. A little bit of depression never hurt nobody. Let's go ahead and hire this person. We'll just take the cheapest one that has two there. And then this team does have, yes, they do have this. Marketing isn't a thing yet. We're going to get that soon. And with the deals, these are all development jobs. Contracts could take this, but they're not paying enough. The design for this, they could take this. This is a games design. October 1991 is when this expires. That's a very long contract. But they would get paid $127,000 per day to do this, and it would be a set it and forget it kind of thing. I think that's interesting. They get to design the game. It's an interesting proposition. It's $127,000 a day. Does that cover my expenses on most of my staff, but not all of it? I would still need to do some side contracts. I'm gonna take a look at my finances really quick here. So yesterday I had $145,000 in wages, salaries and staff. So this doesn't quite cover me whole. But if I do this and something else on the side really quick, like pick one contract a day that can serve like 40 or 50,000 extra dollars and then keep churning on this, that could be cool. I think I'm gonna go for this. This is an interesting way because it's games, and we're getting a reputation for designing games, right? We need that market recognition for this, right? So I think we do that. Let's give this to the contracts team. And again, they're paying me $127,000 per day or per month to design this. We just have to make sure that we have level 2 for system, 2D, audio, and architecture all the way to October. It's like a consistent job. All right. Now, this is the kind of job where we can get sued for this. So we got to be careful because imagine going like, 6 years, 7 years on this. You're getting sued for everything they paid you plus 50%. We'll accept this contracts. Okay. Now, there's no level 2 architecture designer on this. So now I need to add a level 2 architecture designer to this team. This team has 11 people in it. And the office for this team has more than 11 desks. So we have room for expansion here. So level 2 architecture is needed here. We're going to go with designer. This is just a design job. So primarily a designer, but let's get a programmer in here too. We're going to go high on this. And we're going to go contracts, of course. We want to filter this by architecture as the main thing. And then let's maybe go in and let's see where they're weakest. Where are they weakest? So contracts team is audio. They only have one person. I think architecture audio is the biggest weakness. They've got a lot 2D system. We're pretty good on developing there. Artist is a little bit light, but I think the development of architecture and audio is where we're weakest here. So architecture and audio is where we're going with this. And that's the application. So there's only 10 people, but at least they don't have the weaknesses that I don't have to deal with. So this is definitely where we want to go. Is we need level 2, but we're going to get level 3s, which is going to give us that speed bump for a lot of people here. So I think we go with this person. Yep. And then we also go with this person who has a little bit of art skill here as well. And then we go with this person who is also ready to hit 2D. I think that maybe too many on 2D here, though. Can you really have too many on 2D? Wish we had level 3. Looking for the level 3 programmers. Maybe I have to do another search. I think I will do one more search. This time I'm going to flip it so that it's designer and programmer. I realize the contract is for a designer, but eventually I want to design my own games. I'm going to need the level 3 designer myself. So architecture and audio. And we can go medium weight. I want the level 3, right? We got to do this in order to do it. All right, we'll search for that, and then we should see some level 3 people here now. There we go. Neat freak, slow eater, claustrophobic. Don't want claustrophobic. Snail pace is fine. Modest is great. You have the level 2 on both, level 3 on both of these. You're hired, and then I need one more. Yeah, you are also hired. Capacitor modest. Lovely. Okay, that's it. Contracts team. We have what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 chairs, 16 desks in here, and the team has 16 people. So that's it. That's a full team. If we want to do more, because we're being paid a consistent wage, I don't know if we necessarily should, but if we want to do more, we can also get a night contracts team. Get another team that uses the same room, but they operate at night. So we have people here 24/7. I think that's a decent idea as well. I'm not opposed to that. Eventually, we will have night teams all the time anyway. Love seeing these monitors. It'd be nice if I had another person here and the monitors can light up even more, but I really don't need more because like they see this camera. They came in, we got our demo burglary, and they got hit right here. So I don't think there's any reason for that. I probably don't even need the second monitor, but it's just cool to have it. Yeah, I'll just leave it. It's fine. I already paid for it, so whatever. All right, I don't know how to get rid of this because I'm right-clicking it and nothing's happening. So normally you right-click these to get rid of them, but that one's not going anywhere. I guess it must still be a thing. I got food right here. It's the vending machine's right there. Some inventory broke and needs maintenance. Okay, cool, no problem. Let's go ahead and get maintenance department on the case. All right, so let's develop this really quick. This is 102 months left to design this game. I feel like we should be able to do that, you know? Definitely. Not quite ready to be promoted, but I'm going to do it anyway for the money. 21,000 bucks isn't much. We're going to filter the design jobs out of this. Same thing with development. We have that persistent design job now. I don't need to see any more of those. I do want to see printing jobs, hosting jobs. I want to see marketing. If it shows up, I want to see it. Support, same thing. I want to see it. And any offers for my IP, I'll always put those in there, but probably not going to accept them because I don't have any IP right now. And if this does well, then we want to keep fostering good things with this IP and make make a sequel and stuff. So, no thanks. You failed to print the last 20,000 copies for Seraph with a little over 0 months to go, costing you a total of $4,000. I guess I was a little bit slow on Seraph's print. Is it because of... I think it's because the truck didn't come, because they're right here. the truck didn't come, or at least not enough trucks. So in order to get these out, I'm going to have to hire additional couriers. Darn. Okay, so we need another one to come at, let's say we get you, so 12 p.m. one comes. Let's have another one come at 4. And then we'll have one more courier. So we're going to have these jobs pretty consistently. Why don't we have 4? So 12 and 4 every single day. That doubles our courier, doubles our delivery capacity, but that also hurts our reputation. Every penalty, every bad contract hurts it big time. So we need to recover it with having good printing contracts, right? So let me see really quick. We have, we only have 104,000 left here. Now 100,000 left. They're getting loaded into the truck. There we go. So this one should happen this month pretty easily. We can get good reputation there, and then this one also pretty easily. So we're actually in good shape now. As long as the couriers come at 12 and 4 every day, and they take those things away, we should be good to go. Let's promote this one and finish that up. That's a good contract. Let's see what these are. $33,000 with inadequate quality. Yep, get rid of those messages. And then this one, again, we don't want to hit develop because that sends it to the client. It's not done yet, right? So we got to do this. What's the quality they're expecting? I don't think there is an expectation of quality, although right here, my SCM is none, which is not, well, we're not going to have an SCM. This is a development stage or design stage. The design stage does not use the SCM. So it's whatever. There are some people in this group here that don't design. They only develop. So I probably should have a second job for them. And then printing jobs should be fine here. If we go to our manufacturing capacity, this should be taken care of pretty fast. I have all the stuff is waiting here for the truck. So they come in, they take it. Yeah, we can probably handle another printing job here. But I want to make absolutely certain that it happens. So until this is like completely gone, yeah, we're no longer printing per month. We actually have the exact number in storage right now. So we can go ahead and print something else. These are both 37. They go until December. So let's accept that one. And we should have no problem hitting those numbers. So I'm going to go one more day, and then I'm going to accept the Autodesk one too. These are both by December, and they shouldn't be an issue. So trucks will take them, and trucks are out. Yeah, this is definitely happening. So we'll go ahead and take the Autodesk printing job too. No issues. Okay, so what do we do in this video? We lost a little bit of reputation, which we have to, work on getting back. We're going to get back in there. That's fine. We have a persistent job now that we're designing every single day, being paid $129,000, I believe is what the deal is. We're getting paid, examine this right here. We're getting paid $127,000 every single month to persistently design this. It's not covering all of our expenses, all of our stuff, but the printing jobs, I think, are going to make up for it a little bit to the point where we can sustain our core development team while they put the final stages on this. Okay, it is the final month before we release this. We fixed over 700 bugs. We got 1,500 followers. Once we release this, we're going to need to support it. That means updating it to the latest technology because it's definitely archaic right now, doing patches to fix additional bugs, taking support tickets, etc. So we need a support team. I think support team can be over here. That makes sense to me. We're going to need an extra break room, and I don't see any reason why this over here can't be another break room right here. So to the outside world, it's going to seem like we're all just casually hanging out, and I think that's good. So what I want to do is I want to take and get these windows, that window idea that I had before. I want to do that. So we're going to go about here and here. That's all nice fluid window, isn't it? There's a tiny crease in it, which is kind of annoying, but otherwise it's a pretty nice window. We'll do this one here too. Same things happening there, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. And then we can go with one more right here. There we go. I like that. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. So if I can find the exact places that I did that on. Actually, right here would work too. 1, 2. Yeah, that looks fine. So we want to find basically the places where the windows are snapping immediately next to each other. That's right there. Right here. Ooh, is it right there next to the... Yeah, that's where it is. So we want to go here. 1, 2. And then right there's another one. 1, 2. And then we want to go there. 1, 2. And then there's another one, isn't there? Yeah. So it goes like this. 1, 2. There we go. So open that up. Let everybody see the break rooms on the inside. So we're going to just take kind of similar things. It is a mirror. I don't think there's a way for me to copy a room and then mirror image it. I can't even really do that anyway because this is a different dimension than this. So this is it's a different shaped break room really. So we're just going to go in like so. Borrow these two here, duplicate these, and just kind of get them, I don't know, maybe something like that, right? And then we can take this table and we're going to want to put it up that way. That's fine. And then we'll just do the same thing here. We're just going to get this break room so that it's looking mostly the same as the other one with a few changes because it can't quite do that. We can go in and do this though. I think that's probably... Oops, I don't want to copy the stuff on the other side, though. So you don't have much of a choice. It's going to do it anyway. Yeah, just the stuff in this room, please. Let's go duplicate that. Bring it over here. There we go. And place it... yeah, right up against this is okay. Although I think I want to switch where stuff is located, but pretty much want this stuff. Yep, and then we're just going to duplicate this and put this on the wall next to it. There we go. I want to change the location of the fridge. And the garbage, I suppose. Let's take this away, put the fridge here. It's a slightly smaller space. Maybe we'll put this glass table here instead. Let's move this over to the middle of the room. There we go. Yep, all things are good. We want to get the water cooler. We can bring that over and just kind of, I don't know, let that chill right here. That's fine. Let's get a few photos. The bookshelf, again, I don't think it really matters for this, but we'll put it there. Clock, same thing. Just put it up here so people know when they're supposed to go back home or back to work, please. Go to work. And do we not have, yeah, this stuff here too. I want just kind of going through the motions here, trying to make sure I got everything that I need. So we're going to go utility, fire prevention stuff. There's that. We have this. That's good. We have ventilation in the room. There we go. We have the radiator in the room. That'll work for me. I think that's pretty much another break room, right? So we could just have this be limited usage. This is a lounge, I suppose. This is also considered a lounge. Maybe it's a canteen. Maybe it's called a break room or a canteen. We can maybe say this is a canteen. I don't know. I think the other thing we might want to have in these rooms, because this is kind of a wide open space, right? So one of the other things we might want to have in these rooms, maybe we can do this over here, is just a place for people to sit and eat, you know? So maybe like something like this. It's a real simple like glass table kind of setup here. And then we could go with, I don't think we need like really expensive chairs. This is just yeah, like office chairs aren't needed. Ergonomics are bad, but it's not really hurting their effectiveness, right? It's just something that we could have people being able to chill here and eat for their breaks. Maybe they won't sit in there for very long, but I think this looks pretty good to do something like this. And then we can copy that over to here and put the same kind of deal over here. Maybe I don't want the rug though. Don't copy the rug. Yeah, we can do the same kind of thing like over here, right? So there we go. There's a canteen over here. There's a canteen over there. I'm just going to say anyone. I don't think it matters limiting the usage of the room, right? But that looks pretty neat. I can like that a lot. That's great. And then we actually already had the sprinkler, so let's put that in inventory. Yeah, looks pretty good. So that's this room. And we can have support over here is what I'm saying. So I think next video, we're going to go ahead and do that. Actually, I need to do it now, don't I? I need to do it now because otherwise I can't have this release today. So, yep, we're going to design a quick support room. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Let's take the style of the walls in this room and let's actually change the material really quick. I'm going to go to the interior. Let's go with, I was going to do this brick thing, but I like maybe this wild wall. Let's go stripes, and something like this is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. We've got fire stuff. Yeah, fire stuff is in here. There's some ventilation. I got 2 of them in here. Then there's the radiator. There's just 1. I think I might need another one. It's a pretty big room. It's not telling me that I need it, but it's got a way of like telling me later. So I'll just put a second one in there. It's fine. What's next? We have lots of lights. 400 lux, pretty good. Can't tell exactly what the style is in the room, so they might want like big carpets and stuff from here. So why don't we just get ahead of that, and we can go maybe like with a big carpet, let's say there, and there. Although actually, why don't we really quickly, I want to make this a different color and stuff, so let's go ahead and put this back in inventory for now. And this one, let's go ahead and change the colors on this rug. So we have like this purplish orangish thing going on here. So I'm thinking maybe we take the first color and keep it orange. Second color can maybe bring it to, oh, it doesn't look like it's gonna, oh, never mind. I'm switching between them. Yeah, secondary is what I'm looking for now. We can go something like, maybe like a darker color, like a black kind of thing. Actually, let's take that purple. Kind of the same color as what this is doing. So very similar to that anyway. Yeah, something about here, I guess, is fine. And then this color here, maybe we can bring that. And I'm just trying to see what it looks like here. It doesn't quite match. It needs to be darker. Yeah, something like this is better. So something like that for this rug. And then we duplicate that behind all of these guys' desks. So something about like this. Yeah, that's fine. And then maybe we do the same thing here and here too, just to kind of keep that as a grid in this room. I like it. We could also add some acoustic stuff. It might get a little bit noisy in here, so maybe we treat the walls a little bit here. Let's also go in and change the colors on this stuff too. So I want to have like that color that matches the room, right? So we're gonna have the secondary color be more of like an orangish color. It needs to be a little bit more on the red spectrum, doesn't it? Kind of closer to the wall. I'm trying to zoom in, but my camera won't zoom in any more than this. So it's fine. You know what? This is fine. It's a different color, like an orange, purple kind of thing. We can just place that around the walls in random places to help the acoustics a little bit in the room, I guess. It's going to be a little noisy in our support area. That's fine. There we go. Also need the picture of the founder, of course. I have a new picture. Not new, it's been in there for a while, but I haven't used it yet. I got this one. I was doing some headshots for interview and professional thing, and it's actually the fedora that I was wearing pretty much the entire time I've done all my film projects, and also the beginning of my channel. It's the same one, but I'm wearing like this red tie and stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and duplicate this, and we want a picture of the founder, obviously in, there we go, in the room overlooking our new support room. So the support team is going to do what you might suspect. We're going to do support 1. Let's add this. And support 1 is going to take their breaks probably like July, August is actually fine for this, because they're usually going to release our products around the fall. They can do really good support for a few months and then take the top. I like that. That's fine. So they end up basically coming back from their vacation right before product launches. I think that's neat. And then we want to go ahead and hire employees for that support team. So service, support is their big thing, but I want them secondary role to be programmer. We're going to go medium salary initially, and we don't need them to be compatible with contracts, but if they have some compatibility with them, that wouldn't be too bad, I guess. Maybe you keep them compatible with core for now. So we'll do this. Then we're going to switch it to support. So now we're looking for the best candidate for the job. And the important thing is that they have a level 2 support. That way they can do 2 tickets. And then I also want them to have great programming skills a little bit here. So like this guy's pretty good. Claustrophobic isn't great. This is going to be a very crowded room. So I'm thinking probably everybody who's claustrophobic is kind of out here. But if we can get somebody else that's decent at this, you're not bad. So I'll hire you. And then now we have compatibility is great across the board for everybody here. So let's go ahead and get, you two. Probably going to need some audio people as well, but we'll go like this. And then I'm going to need, you could be okay. Silent but Deadly is fine. You're all on the first floor. Nobody's taking the elevator anyway, so you're fine. Let's go like Under the Weather. I can probably do without, actually. Why don't we reject the rest of these guys on that basis? And then I might take almost all of you. I don't need this many people, though, to be honest. Let's go hire you. And then maybe like one or two more at the 2-star level. The rest of them will be very low at 1 star, and that'll be fine. And then we'll look for an HR person, too. If there's no HR person in this list, which there doesn't seem to be anyway, that's fine. Let's have you come in, and you can come in. If there's any architecture problems, right, that can be solved. I like that. And you can kind of help a little bit of everything. So let's go like that. Okay, for now, that'll be good. For our support team, I want to now switch to low service, programmer, and of course, we're going to be compatible with support now. So get looking for that, please. There we go. Okay, so traits, all the claustrophobic people need to go because support is kind of jamming you all in there. And then I think probably Under the Weather we don't have to put up with, so we can get rid of all the Under the Weather people too. I'm not concerned about Silent but Deadly. You're all on the ground floor. Okay, so let's take a look here. So I think like the whole slow eater thing is a little annoying. We're looking for anyone who has programming skills also, because I want the support team to also fix the bugs. If you can't program, you're kind of less useful to me. So I'm going to hire people that have some programming skills as well. Kind of going down the list here, finding people that have some green. That's difficult, but we have it. So I think that's all right for now. Everybody else in this list doesn't have programming skills, right? Yes, you're all, thank you for coming, but no. Okay, this room is now the support team, support 1. I'm going to have to change the color of this room to like an orange, so that I can see that. I like my support team being orange. Okay, last thing we need to find in this room then is a leader for this. So lead, we're going to have service. I think maybe programmer, but it's going to have to be at least, we could deal with low actually, medium here, because that 1 star is enough for the multitasking is enough for support tasks. But we can also increase development like for bug fixes and then upgrading platforms and stuff too. If we need to upgrade the technology levels, the support team can also do that kind of stuff. So maybe we will do medium. And then programmer is their secondary role. And I like all of these things. So we're going to find a leader now for the support team. Great compatibility. Love it. Preferably somebody that doesn't necessarily take forever to eat though, huh? Multitasking. We want multitasking too. I think this is a pretty good one. Handle education, project management, handles hiring. They're all going to level up eventually anyway. He's a fast learner as well. This is going to be the lead. Diego Castro, you are the team's leader. Let's come over to our support team now. There's 12 people in here. Let's go to employees. Diego Castro, you are now the leader here. And I want you doing service and programming as well if needed. And then for this team, for HR management, you are, let's just give this, I don't know, like an $80,000 budget for this eventually. We're going to go through this whole thing. Let's make sure that we don't do hired for. We don't need that. Let's take this as like a 40 and 15, 20 kind of thing. That's fine. Go like this on education. Let's do a maximum of 3 at a time. Primarily always focusing now on system, 2D audio, maybe network to get some networking experience. But support is like the big one, but it's okay. Because as long as they have level 2, level 1, whatever, They can do 2 support tickets or file like 2 bug reports. That's cool. And then we can fix them. So I think I have enough people so I can just kind of spread that out. And that's it. Support team is ready to go. So we will have them tomorrow, which is the day that Image Shop will release. So that's great. And it looks to me like we're going to be real dire straits for money here unless I can get a contract going very quickly. I probably have to take a loan tonight. This one's got to happen here. I think Contracts is going to do this one, and you might be able to get away with doing these game assets in time. Let's pause this project so that you can develop this as fast as possible. I'm promoting that right now. Develop this now. Yeah, we didn't get enough. It's 119,000. Now the print jobs are still paying us too. We have a lot of print job stuff going, but this is going to be tough. Print job is going to have to get out here. So there we go. We're getting paid for a little bit of that, and then $120,000 is not enough. So we're going to go into the red here unless I take a loan. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? Let's take a $100,000 loan right now. You can pay it back over 4 months. That's fine. That'll keep us afloat without having to worry about debt for a little while. Remember to release Image Shop today, so we want to do that. So Image Shop is here. We fixed 744 bugs. Let's release it. All right, bugs are few and far between. Nothing in Image Shop delivers and nothing more. That's great. It's pretty good. Personas is relatively unknown, and we'll probably go for 4 to 3. That's fine. Okay, so this is like the who's got a clue thing. This part actually has a huge impact on sales in this playthrough. Okay, they have to be pretty well known. Image Shop is pretty good, and the bugs are few and far between. So it's very stable. That's nice. We're going to print copies of this, and I'm going to have print copies, let's say, to 80,000 in stock. Maximum, I think that's probably not great. We can go 50,000 in stock for now. And then the order copies, I want to initially order 20,000 copies. No, initially order, let's initially order 12,000 copies because we can print our own. How are we have other printing jobs too. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't want to, I'm going to maybe be a little smarter with this. Let's say 30K is what we print to, is our maximum, but we're going to order 12,000 initially. There we go. Because we have other print jobs that we're getting paid for. So Image Shop, there it is. Now we have a per month 54,000. We're going to kind of bring this down to about, let's say, here. Because I want to make sure we get these done. And we have until May on this one. That's good. But December, we're running out of time on this one. And it looks like we're going to be able to do that really well. But I just want to make absolutely certain. So we can print our own. And then we've... support task is missing employees who can file bug reports. Oh, this is right here. We want to assign this to the support team instead. There we go. Support team will now support Image Shop. Now, one thing we want to do with Image Shop, because the technology is very old. We've been developing it for years, right? So all the tech is really old. We want to go ahead and update the tech level. So at this here, we're going to select our main NCM for this. And we're not going to patch bugs. We're only upgrading the software. Support team will do the bugs. At 1979, we need to pay 5% royalties. If we can upgrade this, looks like it's 5%. It's patented all the way through, unfortunately. This side, actually 1980, if we do that, we actually remove the royalty. Nobody patented that. And it's only 3.1 here. Maybe for our initial launch, we could upgrade it to 1980. That should be fairly fast to do. And core team can do that without having to worry about bugs. No matter what we do here, this is always a 5%, but we can get rid of that little bit of royalty if we could just upgrade it a little bit. And then we can get more sales afterwards if we go here. So I think maybe we update you here. And then our initial month of sales, we can maybe pay a little less in royalties. Yeah. So let's speed up time all the way to the start of the day, and our support team will get to work right away filing the bug fixes and stuff. Although we really don't need them to do that, do we? Because support team, well, they're not going to have any bugs yet today, so they're not going to have much to do today. I have them all coming into the office, but they're going to be basically ZZZ. So I think maybe we take and have them help out with... They can't design things. No, we have them help out with a contract. Let's give support team a contract. We can go with something somewhat simple that doesn't take art. How about something like this? They have to design, though. I don't think support has anyone that can design things. Graphics API is big. We'll go contracts and support here, just so they have something to do. Yeah, they can do this instead. We'll accept that one. I don't think support has any way to design, though, but maybe. Most of them have absolutely no design experience whatsoever. Let's go ahead and fix that. So now Image Shop has 1980 tech here, and we're not going to have to worry about those 3.1% in royalties. As soon as our initial pop of sales happen, we can then work on upgrading this and patch the bugs. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to do this right here. I think I can choose when to finish it, right? Yeah, but I don't want them to do it right now. Let's assign core to this because they have nothing to do otherwise. So we'll get them on this. Let's develop. Now all of these guys can just hit this and develop this. And then we can put this, take contracts off of this one. No, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one we want you to do. Let's promote that and get it out of here. Yeah. This is fine. Okay, now that they're all going home, we're going to have this update happen. And the initial sales bump that we have, that'll be covered by that. Let's take a look at our printing contracts really quick here. Right here. So now we're completely fine. So now we can absolutely go in and accept new deals for printing. So we have a lot of print contracts available to us. We're getting a good reputation for that. And I think we can start with... This one's going from May. This is a very easy one. We'll accept that one. This is 106,000 by May. We can accept that one. Short Hike 2. This is by December. We got to watch that. Probably not. This is by March. 343 is a little bit pricey there. This isn't very many, though. I think if we take the print job for a short hike, we could just make sure that that one's prioritized above others. So I can bring these down about like this. Just make sure most of it goes towards this one so we can bang that out quickly because we don't have much time. We have very little time to do it. These ones give us a bigger window. And then Image Shop is going to be the same priority as everyone else. We're just keeping this one under 30,000 all the time. So anytime it dips under, we'll print whatever the difference is. And I think that is good for now. Okay. We don't have a marketing team yet, but we're going to get to that. I swear it'll happen. But I want to see what our initial sales are for this this month. With the money taken down like this, it is going to be close here. Let's see about maybe getting a maintenance person to come out and fix things. And I want to see this tick down. We got boxes printing. It should hopefully fill up 2 pallets before the truck gets there. Not so much. He'll sit around and wait, though, for more. Okay, what did we make in sales? 219,000 in sales. We have 2,700 active users. That's it. It's a hard knock life for us. Now, if we upgrade the technology, we'll get even more users and stuff. So we are doing that, and that will help. And then as we get more bugs and stuff to fix, we'll be doing that too. But other than that, marketing is being handled by our publisher right now, who's taking a 25% cut. We need to start on our second product. So we're going to be doing that very, very soon. In the meantime, though, our sales are going to keep going up here a little bit, and that's going to help us sustain us a little bit more too. So that offset our entire wages, the sale from our product, and then plus our contracts are hitting higher too. So we're still good on cash, all right? We're still there. The loan is still exists. I can pay that off now too, and we're up to 98,000 loan free, okay? So thank you for watching this incredibly long video. We'll have a nice time in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.